Hi all, this is Max from ZeroMax.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make Sisig. Sisig is a Filipino food. It's one of their major foods they eat with wine and liquor, I guess. Anyway, I'm not Filipino, but I've been going to this local authentic Filipino restaurant, and also I have my best friend is Filipino, so I've actually made my own sisig. And sisig is actually made with pork, but what I did is I like steaks. It's good for your muscles. So I started making sisig. It's the same sauce but with beef. So let's get on to making it. First thing you'll need is toyomansi. What this is basically is soy sauce with calamansi. I mean, you can make the sauce yourself, but this is easier. And I've got it at my local Chinese market. They also sell a bunch of Filipino stuff. This is from Philippines, I guess. And you'll need some vinegar. I just use this vinegar is really good. It's a Korean vinegar. And also you need some jalapeno peppers. Depending on how hot you like it, but 2 will be pretty hot. So I use 2. And you'll need about half onions. And we're going to use about a pound of beef. What kind of beef can you use? I use like ribeye. This is like ribeye and store sirloin. Those are good. And then basically I'm just going to put it in the oven on 350 for like an hour, or maybe higher if I need it quicker, and I just cut it into pieces. So let's start cutting up. Actually, let's put the beef in the oven. And then we'll start cutting up the vegetables. So let's do it. So next we're going to put the beef, this ribeye I have, about a pound of it, into the oven. It's at 350 and it's going to take us about an hour. So let's go put it in. So oven, and you can do it a little bit quicker if you want. And it's not all the way thawed, but it's okay because we're going to cut it up into pieces anyways. So just put it on for 350 for like an hour, because I want to eat like an hour later. So hi all folks, so we're ready to chop up the onions. I took out all the stuff I don't need and cleaned it, and also the top end of it, I don't need it. So we'll first start out with the onions. So let's cut them into small pieces. And you can also use regular onions if you like. I just try different things every time, so using red onions. And just cut them in pieces. What you want to do is, just cut them like in a circle, and you get these nice rectangular pieces. And chop that 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? And then make sure you have a little bowl ready. Hey, this food is really good. I've been eating sisig like starting this year. My friend took me to that restaurant, and man, I had to eat it every day, so I can't afford to go to I don't even have time to go, so that's why I started making it. I read all these how-tos online and made my own recipe, which is pretty much the same, but maybe this is more Americanized. But I make it out of a steak, which is good, So you get all that, creatine from all the beef. Okay. Oops. So you just keep cutting into little pieces, and we'll be back after we're done. So I'm done with the onions. I'm gonna get probably a cup of that. Then next with the pepper, here's a trick. We don't want to actually make it too hot. We're just gonna get the outside. So let's cut it in half first. So let's treble half, and then cut it into 4th. All right. Let's take the end out. We don't need it. And also what you want to do is take this out. This piece is super hot. Unless you want it super hot, but the whole point of sisig is that you want to actually taste the jalapeno, the outside of it, the spice. So let me take these out. So, if you want, you can clean it just one more time to get all those spice out, but I like having just a little bit of it. So, and also if you wear contacts, oh man, you're not going to be able to take them off for a day. That's what happens to me. But what I do is I actually go clean a bunch of dishes, and then if I clean enough dishes, I'll be able to take out my contacts without getting stung in my eye. Anyway, do the same thing with this and this too, and also this too, and also this. Then next, we're just going to cut them into small pieces. So I'll be back after I cut these into small pieces. Hi all folks, so I'm done cutting up the onions. You can cut them up a little bit smaller if you like. And also peppers, and you can use less of it if it's too hot. And we're almost ready. We're going to make the sauce. So put a little bit of toyomansi. And how much sauce should you make? You don't make too much, then it's going to be like, you won't, because the sauce is not the main part, it's the onions you want to taste and also the peppers. So put a little bit of that, toyomansi, and maybe like 3 tablespoons of toyomansi. So I've got that much. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit more. I'm going to actually use this whole thing. So yeah. It's about 1/4 cup maybe. Put a little bit more of this. And that's pretty much the sauce. Let me taste it real quick. Taste it real quick. And if you kind of like oh, it's kind of sour and spicy, you got it. Mmm, that is so good. Oh man, almost makes you want to cough. That's the taste one. It's kind of spicy, like Anyway, we're all done. We're just gonna wait for the beef to be done, and all we're gonna do is cut up the beef into small pieces. Put the onions on top. Put the pepper, and then put some sauce on top. So we'll wait, and we'll be back. Hi, folks. So you want to cook your beef well done. It doesn't really matter what temperature you do it. So let me take it out. Just make sure there's no blood coming out. So you want it sort of well done. So got it here. Just pinch it. There we go. That's perfect. No blood, just some brown juice coming out. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna lay it there for maybe 5 minutes, let it cook for a little bit more. And then we're not making steaks here, so we're gonna cut it into smallest pieces. We're gonna get rid of all that fat. So I'll be back after 5 minutes. Hi folks, so now I'm gonna start cutting the steak into small pieces. Just cut them into small rectangular pieces. You can see that's a piece. So I'm gonna cut everything and take all the fat out if you don't like the fat. It's probably not good for you. And I'll be back after I cut everything into little pieces. Hi folks, so I've cut the beef into small pieces, as you can see there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some of the onions over top of it. So it's move this a little bit, look nice. And you don't need all of it, just use as much as you need. You don't want to make it too full with onions, and it won't taste right. But about that much is enough. So maybe a little bit more. You don't have to put the whole thing, so we'll limit the taste. And as for peppers, I just put a little bit, spread it a little bit everywhere. I don't like it too much. So I have a little bit extra left over of this too. Just don't overdo it because it'll ruin the taste of your food. And also, The sauce, also, sauce is the most important part. You don't want to overdo it. Just drip it on, spread evenly. Okay. Go on 360, covering all the spots. And you might have a little bit left over. And then I just put a little bit more, maybe 2-3 spoons. That's it. That's it. So we're done. Let me zoom in to our final food here. That's what it looks like, as you can see. And let me also taste it real quick. Tell you how it is. So, let me get the middle of this. And I've got some beef, some onions, and some jalapeno. Okay, good. Tastes like very good tangy onions, and you get that jalapeno, but it's not too hot because we took out the spices. It's very good. So that's how you make sisig. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, also my blog. I randomly make food at times, and that's how you make some authentic sisig. Actually, this one is actually hybrid version that I made for making beef sisig. So, see y'all later.